Oh, Joe, we're back. Boys and girls, thanks for watching. I think this is the first time we've had so many people waiting for us on the stream, Joe. I'm pretty excited to be here. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, excited to be here, 100%. Thursday night. I love Thursday night footy. It's so much fun, and anytime we get more times where we get to watch some footy on an extra night, oh mate, I love it, and it's always a pleasure every single live stream having you wonderful boys and girls in the chat waiting to speak with us. The interaction, I think, is top notch. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I don't think there is a single YouTube channel out there that has this much interaction and banter and good vibes, I reckon. Honestly, this is the place to be in 2024.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at least for Supercoach wise, I mean, if Mr. Beast or someone probably had a YouTube channel where he talked to his fans, maybe. But outside of that, get stuffed everyone else, really. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad you're here. And you must really like next week, Joe, because there's only 2 days of the week that there aren't football on next week. It goes from Wednesday to Sunday. I think it might even be. Is there an Anzac Monday game? Let me quickly check. I have a feeling there's an Anzac Day Monday game just to spite.
I'm actually going to open up. I've got the fixtures open here. It's all right. But while you do that, we'll go through some of the people.
Sunday's the last.
Bello, g'day, mate. How's it going? Thanks for coming on, brother. Bello. Skits Fits, good to see you again. Who's the best option to go early on, Biggie or Garcia? Afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Normally you start with the good afternoon part. Skits, where's your manners, mate?
I personally would get Biggie in. If I had to choose, it would be Biggie, I think, out of the two.
I agree. Sorry, I've had a lot of talking to do tonight. Hence the water today. So, but yes, I'd also go with Biggie. No need to go early. My manners were here waiting for 10 minutes. Skits, mate. No one. Oh, mate, I love you. Skits. Honestly, you're a good guy. West Coast Eagles rule. Good afternoon to you, good sir. Sorry, we've gone with Frio to beat you boys this week. We did tip you boys last week. So Frio, to be honest. Yeah, but don't be mean to us. We definitely love you Eagles, and they did great jobs for us last week. So welcome aboard again, mate. Unbranded, hello. I feel like Unbranded's always in just to say hello and then goodbye at the end. I never see any other comments or questions from Unbranded during the streams.
Sometimes people just like to, they'll say hello and chuck us on in the background. Maybe some people on stream have us like on their YouTube Premium, Joe. You don't even have to see our faces. It's almost like a free radio show for a lot of people on the drive home.
Yeah, why not? Chris, how's it going, Chris? Thanks for coming on, mate. Same thing for you, Zach. Hola, amigo. Blues fan. Hello to you, firstly. Ready for an English 200. Oh, he owes us one. Bro. He needs to give it to me. After what happened last week, we need one, 100%. If he doesn't, slap him. Go to West Coast. I don't care. Causa, why doesn't footy tips count when you miss a tip? Where I got Brisbane last week. In your tip comp, I should have had 6.
Yeah, I don't know. Take it up with the AFL, mate.
I was about to say, take it up with the AFL. Go over to Andrew Dillon and say, coming down. Just coming down. I love it.
Take it up with the AFL.
Tim, good afternoon to you, good sir. Any early mail, he's asking. Have you heard anything? Have you heard any early mail, Big G?
Well, I mean, you were talking about just before about Adelaide having a few players out, Joe, in their team.
Correct. So there's going to be no hinge and no butts. We love big butts, and we cannot lie, especially when they're out of the side for Adelaide. And I'm going full ham on the Bombers, ladies and gentlemen, now. No hinge, no butts. That almost sounds like no ifs or buts. No hinge, no butts in the Adelaide defense. So if you're going to gamble responsibly. But I reckon the Bombers, mate. The Bombers. A sneaky little one, I reckon. Yeah, there won't be any Jaden Short either for Richmond, unfortunately. I think he's done a calf. So,
Yep.
yeah, the next 2 to
So-
3 weeks.
For all the 5 people that still have Jaden Short, unlucky.
Yeah, exactly. That's rough news. I think people now obviously know about Zach Bailey going to miss 4 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain. So, yeah, I know a lot of people are a little bit question marks over whether or not, is Dane Zorko going to be a good pick? Because obviously with the Zach Bailey injury news, plus also the return of Connor McKenna, it's like, well, Connor McKenna comes in to play his own role. I think that affects Darcy Wilmot, whereas Zorko was taking over Kitty Coleman. So it could potentially be fine, but with the injury news to Bailey, it's like, crap, does that also mean maybe more opportunity for someone like a rookie who's already had a price rise or two over there at the Brisbane Lions? Do you know who we're talking about?
Big Kai Low Man.
Hello, man.
Should be a lot of fun. If you've got him, fantastic. If not, it might be too late. But we'll see what happens.
Oh no. Every time Jason Essendon will win, they get destroyed. Don't do that to me, Travis. I know that's the case. Hopefully, we could turn that around. Sim, I miss Velo's other profile pic. Bro, Sim, he almost got us freaking demonetized. Have you paid attention to what Velo's old profile picture used to be?
Wasn't John Cena, right? Who was John
Cena?
No.
Velo used to have a woman with exposed, wahas, with wings. And I noticed that as I was reading one of the comments. I'm like, bro, don't do this to us.
Yes. Family-friendly guys. That's it. I mean, we might talk a lot of nonsense, but still. What's up, Cheese? How you doing, mate?
Love you, Cheese. How's it going? Paul Allen, boys, get around the boys. Frio Tragic Dan, how's it going, my man? Slutty J's king of the content. Here are we. Oh, I love it. I love it.
If you guys haven't already, check out my Joe wasn't there yesterday, but check out the break evens video from yesterday. It was pretty good.
Yes, absolutely. Brad, Supercoach Bro, how's it going, Brad? Much love, brother. I need to jump on a potty or a stream with you at some point. 100%. Yeah, sure. We will organize it. We will. Hopefully, when your players, you actually have some players back in the team, and then you can be up and about your Tigers. We don't want to get you in now while we're all depressed about how shit you're going. Paul, I wish Thursday footy was
North Melbourne supporter, and then that was it.
Yeah, I know, right? I wish Thursday footy was on all year. Agreed. Chris, hey lads, Sharp or Sanders M8? Oh, you got to go Sanders. Come on. Surely you go Sanders.
That's a tricky one. Can you loop, Chris? You got any loops?
Yeah.
Loops would be cool.
If you can loop, then obviously, if you can loop and put the emergency on Sanders because he plays tonight.
Yeah, that's the way to go. If you didn't, let's go Sanders, just for fun. Paul asks, how does Lob get a game? Lob gets a game because Jamara is not playing, and they need someone to jump and potentially try and mark a ball. So
no loop. So it's if he's going to be subbed, then you don't go Sanders. But if he's going to be subbed, then you can go Sanders because it means that Bevo is copping the sack the next week afterwards. So
mate, if Bevo cops the sack, it's going to be a fun 18 more weeks of AFL, Joe? Bevo?
It'll be so exciting. No Bevo, then I know Tim English is going to soar. Without Bevo, Sanders is going to soar. I'm going to be so excited. My season rests on Bevo getting sacked.
Your season rests on Bevo getting sacked.
Correct. At this point, it's either season over. It's either season over or career over. That's really all there is right now.
Oh, my season's resting on Bevo getting sacked. What a thing to say.
I love it. I say outrageous things. T, English or Rowan? Oh, I'm more likely to go with Rowan. T.
Yes. Yep. I think so as well. I think, Rowan's going to go back up in price. I spoke about it yesterday, and English has a lot of money left to lose. I said to Joe on the drive here, I said, hey, Joe, I want Grundy to come back and do a 150 average after his bye. We'll see if that kind of starts off from today. His break even,
Rowan
I think,
Marshall?
is 78. So he's going to start jumping up in price again after this week.
And he's up against English and the Bulldogs, who are 16th, ranked 16th. So they are very good at conceding points to Ruckman. And there is no Tom Liberatore this week, so even less likely to be sharked from the hitouts. I know I said in the video I'm going to go Steele VC. You know what? I'm just going to go Marshall VC. I'm going to back in the boy I traded in last week. I probably should back in the guy I traded in this week, but I'm going to back in the boy I traded in last week.
Probably fair, Joe.
I'm stacking up. I'm stacking on the St Kilda boys. So come on, Rowan. I want a nice big score out of you. Travis, hey Joe and Big J trades.
What's up, Trav?
This weekend. I think we spoke about them already in the video. If you haven't seen it, Travis, my trades are fairly simple. I'm getting rid of 3 rookies who I think have made me the money now. Thank you very much. And I'm getting in Graham, Biggie, and Jack Steele. So those are my trades for the week, which just by the fittest, skittiest of margins, $100 left in the bank. So I managed to sneak that in. G'day, Kev. How's it going? Brad, VC, Steele, or Marshall? I'm going again with Marshall. I think I know Steele's been in ridiculously hot form, but I think Marshall has also been in very good form outside of the loss to the Dons, where everyone gets killed by the Dons in the Ruck. He only scored 79, but outside of that, he's been doing very decently. And as I say that, something has ridiculously gone bananas because cheese, much love to you, mate. It's raining down some cheese on us.
But can you tell him what text Cherry? I hope so. Mate, you should have watched the game on the weekend. It's atrocious, mate. It is terrible. It's almost as bad as Max Gawn hitting the ball to Dane Zorko. If you guys haven't watched it, get someone to make a clip of the thing. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down by Fox Footy. But legitimately, Max Gawn, Zorko's there, free player, hits him straight to the player, and then it's just like kick to a forward, yep, goal. Come on, man. Hopefully Cherry does better. He's all right in terms of player. And it's funny, I said in the video yesterday, Cherry, after next week, is going to be more expensive than Grundy Joe.
Yep.
How bonkers is that?
I should have done it rather than English. I should have gone Cherry, but hey, it is what it is. Shit, I shouldn't have said it. That's $5 to the end of season 2.
Doesn't matter.
Surprised Bike. Newbie listener, love your work, boys. Bike. Welcome, Surprise Bike. Hopefully you don't stay surprised forever. Or we keep surprising you all the time because you never know what's coming next with us. On time for once. Well done, Cindy boy.
And Joe hasn't put us in portrait mode either, so watch out.
I'm not gonna burst out into song again. Steele and Tahini reckons West Coast Eagles rule. That's a pretty good one.
I mean, that's what when you press optimize on my team, that's what comes up. I mean, effectively, it's got Matt Rowell as well, but yeah, still in Tahini could definitely work it. I just don't know with Heaney. Heaney is very much, for me, dependent on which players come back into the team this week. If Parker's back, we know Adams was back as well. I don't think they're going to affect Heaney as much as a midfielder, but the points has got to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah, they could share the points. I mean, they're up against the Suns, who are a really strong team.
Yeah,
ranked third against forwards, and ranked third against mids.
I expect them to share the points. It was more a case of, well, if you're injecting another 2 guys that are probably going to score 80s, where do those points come from? Like, it's some points off a few different players. So.
Don't say the word injecting to an Essendon supporter. I get PTSD. Okay. But yeah, the Suns are third against mids and third against forwards. They are a really strong team to play against. Plus, Heaney's coming off the bye. I don't know. For me, I find it hard to full send and trust Heaney to continue popping off. He's averaging 144. That's just ridiculous. I find it hard to believe that he's gonna come off a weekend off against a tough opposition and then continue to go bananas. If he does it this week, then I'm just going to leave him as captain every week from now on, essentially.
You know who's the GOAT picks this week? If you guys want some goated picks, the captain, vice captain, Luke Ryan into Sheasel is GOAT. GOAT picks this week in Supercoach. Luke Ryan into Sheasel. Mate, you will be laughing.
Unless Finn McGuinness goes straight to Sheasel.
Nah, it won't happen. What are they going to do?
What do you mean
Tag a halfback flanker? Like, cool. Oh, well, you stopped him from getting a kick out, you know. All right, then.
You've got no one else you've got no one else at North Melbourne worth tagging is the thing.
That's all right. Go take Cherry or something. You'll be fine.
Yeah. You can be certain of it or certain of it. I love it. Nice one, Simi. J Money. Hey, guys. Hey, J Money. Darcy for Freo back this week. Hope he doesn't affect Jackson too much.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it already, but I think Darcy's going to play and then get subbed off. They're going to share a bit of ruck time. But yeah, Darcy's going to come in. Jackson's going to get shared, but that just might mean that Jackson kicks a couple of goals in the forward line. So could end up being an okay selection. I mean, I said in the trade video yesterday, the break-evens video, keep Jackson if you've got him by now. He's already started to lose money. After this week, potentially he goes, down to 530K. And if you're going to trade him out, I think it's 2 weeks ago kind of thing.
I'm sorry. He's going to affect him.
That's what I was saying, though. But I just don't think Darcy's going to play a full game.
He'll be all right against West Coast this week, but then
but I mean, forward, it's his first game back. The guy's been somewhat rested, and he hasn't even played any VFL. So,
correct.
Or state league.
If I go to Ruck contests, Fremantle, and then not this year. Let's look at last year, 2023. So, Sean Darcy was main ruck for the first 10 weeks. All right, so for the first 10 weeks, let's see how Jackson scored with Darcy in the team.
Mm-hmm.
First 10 weeks of 2023. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's the average? There it is. He's averaged 87.9 in the first 10 games when Sean Darcy was there. 87.9 is the average. And then afterwards, from round 11 to 14, and then 18 onwards. So 11 to 14, and then 18 onwards. Averaged 114. That, my friends, is 30 points difference. He's going to affect him. If you wanted to trade him out, you should have traded him out last week. But this week, I still think is fine because Jackson could kick a bag. He could kick a bag, but it's I don't know. They're looking good. 156 break even. It's going to be pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. If you own him still, you might as well hold him still. He might, in the best 18 week, he could pop off and go crazy. You never know. Michael Mitzi, how's it going, Michael? Nick Martin, a good VC option this week. I raise you and say, rather Nick Martin, go Zach Merritt if you own him.
Mean, of course, but not many people do have Zach Merritt, Joe.
Yeah, no, Nick Martin will be okay. I find it hard to fully trust in Nick Martin as a VC sort of pick at this point. Yeah. Good luck. If you're ballsy, I do think there are people more likely to go bananas over him, for example.
Yeah, no, I definitely think so as well.
How would you pronounce this name? Kechner?
I'll leave that up to you. That's how old. I was going to say
yeah.
Keen. I'm like, if he's just wrote Keen and then, yeah, maybe the Q's silent. QnA. Who knows?
QnA.
QnA.
I love QnA.
Done.
Sorry, we've been distracted. You reckon Berry will affect Merritt's score? If he tags him, then yes. But if he doesn't, then no.
The thing with Berry, I think he's still potentially going to end up being the sub again. I don't know if they play him for the full game. So, yeah, I don't think we got
potentially.
Someone will go to Merritt, but we'll wait and see for who that is.
No one can go to Merritt. Untaggable. Get out of my face.
Doesn't mean they won't try. I mean, if they don't try, what's going to happen? Yeah.
True. Plus, their backline's in shambles. So if they have all these spots available for Zach Merritt to hit up leads, good luck with that. I would love to hear your predictions for subs when teams come out for every game. We'll do, Corsa. We'll do.
We can do that.
We can do that. What's your take on the Jeremy Finlayson thing? Overreaction?
I think Finlayson is one of those players that should shut up, and Finlayson should just stop talking. For a guy that's barely in the best 22, like he's probably best 25. For a guy that's best 22 barely, I really think that he needs to shut up, and he just needs to worry about being a good footballer. We're in an age at the moment where when you say certain things and start talking about certain groups, things happen, and I think people should, especially people who are in the limelight, should just keep their conversations to themselves, really.
He is so stupid. Yeah. Like, I get it. You're annoyed. Yeah. Wasn't there supposed to be a statement now? Jeremy Finlayson statement. The following comments should be attributed to Jeremy Finlayson. Yeah. I made some comments on my wife Kelly's Shit Talkers podcast yesterday that I need to address. I said it pissed me off, but I got 3 weeks into that's it. When rethinking my comments today, it's clear that I should have provided more context. On reflection, I should have explained.
Someone's had to talk to him at the club and said, hey, mate.
Exactly.
You're probably getting delisted at the end of the year, so whatever.
On reflection, I should have explained that I was bitterly disappointed that I said what I did during the game. And I am bitterly disappointed that I put myself at the club in the position I did. That is what I'm most upset with.
We need another episode of Joe versus the MRO where it can talk about this nonsense, but also talk about Charlie Cameron. What happened to him, I think, was more annoying than what happened to Finlayson. Bloody hell, Joe. Should be an AFL player and get signed up to do all these community programs, because then I get off for doing stuff on field.
I just find this is absolutely hilarious. So this guy got caught with his pants down and he's trying to back up saying, no, I'm disappointed in myself.
Of course. Disappointed he got caught. That's what happened.
He's disappointed he got caught. 100%. Yeah. That is so funny. Brad, you thought I loved the Meek train, fellas. Get on the Combin train. Pick 90 plus from the big roster. Watch him make 90K in a week.
Yep. Maybe. I think he's set to make like 70 odd. And then the problem is, if he has another sub 100 game, if he scores another game in the 80, his cash gen just tanks because the big game's out of his system at that point. So could work, could not work. It's a bit of a wait and see. But I haven't gone on Combin purely for the fact that he's 100K more than the guy I'm going to bring in. It hurts. I'd rather have the 100K than Combin fighting for a spot on my field at the moment, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
He's going to play every week.
Yeah. Double Dummy, how's it going? Thanks for coming on, buddy. Man. Bring it back. What he's bringing back, it is his tattoo was his picture, and it's a vampire. Well, it's a very sexy vampire, but it might be too sexy for YouTube, so just come down, Vela.
You're not going to tattoo an ugly vampire on your body, are you?
Exactly. Really? No, you wouldn't. Praying Sanders isn't the sub. Causa, I'm in this weird predicament where I obviously don't want Sanders to be the sub. But inside, I kind of do. Because I want to watch the Western Bulldogs burn with all of the vitriol and hatred that they're going to be directing towards towards Bevo and the incredible aftermath. I'm almost, it's almost sick how intrigued I am and to see what would end up coming out of it. So, but you're right. For everyone's sake, it's better if Sanders isn't the sub.
Mate, Sanders is leaving that club if he's the sub. I tell you what, a few more sub weeks and see you later, mate.
He's playing for Tassie already, mate. It was family friendly, feeding the work. Get out of here, Sim. Come on, bro. That picture was not family friendly. Causa, I have no loop. Who do I field? Sanders, Reed, Wilson, or Graham?
I think you have to go. I would go Harley Reid, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think the other guys are a little bit sketch. If I had to rate them, it would be Reed, one of Sanders or Graham, and then Wilson.
I'd go Reed into Sanders, then Graham, then Wilson.
Yeah, I think so.
Not happy this week is Double Dummy. Doing 3 trades to bring in Closey, Graham, and Combin, and 880k in the bank. Wanted a primo this week, but think this might be better and double up next.
It really just depends on who you're bringing in and who not, because this week is very, very much like the last week of being safe. After this week is best 18. Best 18's finished. So making sure that you've got the right players on the field, getting rid of your crappy rookies. I assume Double Dummy here may have started with some money or offloaded a Crouch or a few of the guys who are around 300k in the midfield. So yeah, it's a lot of money. It could effectively set you up depending on who you've still got in your team. You could have 4 weeks of upgrades. Next week, double upgrade. The week after, double upgrade. I'm talking your 300k players plus money to a 550k potentially. Or, a little bit more. You could go 3 upgrades in the team and grab like a Sarong and a Track and like a Merit over the next couple of weeks. So it could work out very, very well for you. But I just hope that you've got the guys on field to be able to do it. This year, I think we're safe a little bit because we've got guys like Closey who cost 100k and even a Graham who are 117 that are popping out close to primo scores. So it could work out very well for you, but you really just got to gauge. You've got to upgrade. Right now, I can imagine Double Dummy in your team. You're probably behind in a couple of primos. You really need to start jumping up as much as you can. Like, get ahead of the pack. If you've got that much money in your bank, you're almost $1 million down on everyone else. That's a lot of money.
Double Dummy will be double upgrading next week.
Oh, you better do something.
Double Dummy, right? Hey, Sanders sub tonight is the if Sanders is the sub tonight, is he a must trade?
Yes.
I think he will kill his cash generation
and that's all we care about. And that's all we care about. That's why I've got rid of McKercher. You guys can, and I think JD commented asking, hey, what was our trades this week? But I've got rid of McKercher purely for the fact that the next. Yeah, he was in there. I think he's still there.
Oh.
Purely for the fact that he is he's going to lose money over the next couple of weeks. We do not keeping these guys for the year. Sanders plus cash should equal primo. It's not going to happen. Jump off and put money somewhere else.
Yep.
Straight up.
So I'm banking on the fact that he's not going to be at the sub this week. Yeah. Is all I'm trying to say. Marcus, Hogan to Flanders or Clark to Combin?
Wow. Can you do both?
I'd go Clark to Combin.
Can you do both?
Could do both.
I think purely for the fact that I think Jai Clark needs to. Where is it, Joe? Get in the bin. That's Jai Clark for you.
Yeah.
He just has no cash at all, and every time Jai Clark plays at this point, unless he scores 2 100s, heck, he might need to score 3 100s just to end up getting more money back and regenerating himself. I would do the Clark to Combin, and you can wait on the Flanders, but, mate, no Flanders right now really hurts because he's been popping out 120s.
Yeah, I'd normally be pretty quick to get rid of Hogan, but the Carlton defense has copped some injuries, a lot of injuries in a short span of time. So it's not as strong as it otherwise could be. So I reckon Hogan could do all right. Velo petition started. Hashtag sack Bevo. Love it. Meek Train gonna go off this week. We're hoping that Tristan Sherry can kick his ass. All of us non-owners. Come on, Sherry. Smash Lloyd Meek into the ground, please.
The problem with Meek, and I'll say it again, right? But the problem with Meek is that he's projected to score like 70s and 80s. And at that point, cool, you made 100K off Meek. But that's all you're really going to make. And you spent 2 trades to get him in and then get him out again. And then extra cash to like trade him off. Yeah. So unless Meek can end up being around the same price as Tim English, which would be insane, and you're only spending the trade and not having to spend extra cash, it's not great. It is the worst. This week and last week were the worst thing ever for people who brought in Meek because there were other downgrade options you could have done, and it's not like you're gaining an advantage over everyone else.
Fair enough. Sim, if he doesn't get the sack, I know a few people who will follow through with the turkey. Yep. Paul, I heard a rumor that the Bombers were looking at Bevo for next year.
Yeah, Waterboy.
Yeah, Waterboy. I love it. Do we know if Clark is out? Not yet, Travis. Teams are out. I think 620 odd. So
yeah,
625. So yeah, not just yet. Legend, how's it going, bruv? If English doesn't go minimum 120, he better start learning Chinese. I feel like he almost knows just a little bit when he just goes Ni Hao Ma, and that's about it. But soon, after tonight, he might have to start learning a bit more. So
to be honest, there are a lot of people from other countries in Footscray, so saying a few things.
Yeah, potentially. I'm sold on Marshall VC now. Thanks, lads.
Nice.
Welcome aboard. Brad, make the ton up.
Okay.
Make the ton up if he doesn't spend 20 minutes on the pine due to a knee to the back like he did last week. 81 points in 3 quarters against Wits. Imagine what he can do against North.
There you go. I hope so. It's not a great
week.
What do you mean you hope so? I mean, for the people that own Meek, I've already resigned myself to probably losing the game in actual football. But the people that have got Meek, like, I hope that he doesn't do that. Because we play for the fans, Joe. The fans help drive the show. I don't want 3 weeks of should I get rid of Meek in my team or Meek was such a bad trade, blah, 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 for all the people that jumped on Meek over the last 2 weeks.
Fair enough. Velo, watch Bevo screw all English owners and play him either forward or rest him.
I can't wait. He's not getting DPP, but, mate, if English got DPP, I would be happy. Cheap DPP.
What is this, bro? 70s. He got absolutely destroyed in the ruck last week, but he was up against a formidable duo. Yep. Draper, Goldie is a very tough combination. I know the Bombers are a bit of a joke, but you gotta put respect on that duo and the pressure and the physicality which they play with. He can take it out of a solo ruck. And we saw what happened with Marshall. Marshall also by far had his worst game this year against the Bombers, 79. And then you have English coming in with a freaking 58. So you can forgive him. But yeah, English, come on, bro. Lift, son, lift.
Yeah.
Sim, Dawson only out for 2. Biggie has no job security.
Yeah, people say this, right? But I'll say at the start of the season and during the preseason, all 3 played. Biggie was the next guy in line. We don't know what's going to happen with Dawson. I think if Biggie can play the next couple of games, I don't think he's a straight get him in, straight swap. It's not like someone's come out because Tom Stewart's waiting. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If he plays and plays well, he looked good on the weekend, and that's the best thing.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Blues fan, I don't think I have ever seen Sherry take an intercept mark.
Yeah, mate. I don't think I've seen Sherry take many marks in general, to be fair. it's a bit of a bad one, but I've seen Cherry take a lot of tackles, so that's at least something.
Craze fit blockbuster weekend. Can't wait. Yeah, it's insane.
Yep.
So
A lot of good games.
So many good games. Lukey, how's it going, man? Boys, I'm so skeptical on Bont VC. So don't do it then. Then don't do it, Lukey. Don't just yeah.
One of the big traps that we can get in Supercoach is spending VCs early into the weekend. If you're skeptical on a player in this game, don't pick a player from these games. Like straight up, it is not hard to dodge a St Kilda and Western Bulldogs player. We've got so many other players in the rest of the week. Yes, It looks good. It's not like it's Freo and West Coast or, Sydney versus West Coast or something where a Heaney's almost guaranteed to go a 140 again. Like today's game, you can almost make it, hey, I'm just watching the game versus actually putting someone in Supercoach on it. It's a bit sketch, I think. Don't waste your captain.
Come on, Rowan.
A lot of us got stuck with Bont and Green over the last couple of weeks, so you need to jump up. Have a good week if you can.
Yeah, for sure. Leandre Pandulis, what's up, the effing Dons? Let's go, the effing Dons. We love it, Leandre. Cheese, the fact Sherry is third in tackles is crazy.
Yep. He takes a lot of tackles. I think he's been taking last couple of weeks like 10 or so. And this is a ruckman. He might not be able to do a lot, but he can do something, Joe.
100%. Benny boy, Bont or Steele VC tonight. Flip the coin.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying pick neither. Like if that's your attitude, just don't pick either. Like there's no pressure.
It says Steele for some reason. It says Steele. Aussie abroad, boys. Next week, should I trade LDU and PAL to track bank 233K? So the following week, I can one up, one down to merit.
No, I think Powell has definitely showed that he's a forward keeper at this point, and we haven't really seen anything to show that he's not a forward keeper. So keep him. Yeah, it's kind of my reaction there. You can get merit in a different way. If Powell had scored like a 50 last week, I think he would definitely be on the chopping block, but even in a bad game for North Melbourne, Powell did well. Wait till we actually start having some okay games and really see the scoring jump up.
Correct. You're essentially trading out two premiums, yeah.
Especially in our effect, like LDU, okay, you probably should have got rid of them a while ago. But our forward line is so bare when it comes to premiums that you've got to you can leave it with guys that are scoring 80s versus, spend some money and get in some trades in other positions, really.
Yep. Mate, Velo.
What's up?
Much love. I love it.
I'll just
I'm not going to read it
now. I'm getting donations, Joe. It is what it is. That's it.
He said it again. Oh no! What a slip of the tongue! It is what it is. Stop it! Stop it! We can't do that. It's just
I can do what I want. It's my show. My show. I can do what I want.
That is unethical. Stop it! You're doing his head in. G'day, Shawnee. How's it going, man?
What's up, Sean?
End Crystal 21 VC Sarong C Rao. Is that good? I think it is good.
Yep, should be fine. It's probably not the most set in stone choices, but should be okay.
I mean, against mids, Sydney are ranked 10th. Now, if it was a wet day and they were playing in the evening, I reckon Rao would be a great selection. If they're playing in the evening, slightly dewy conditions, repeat stoppages, then I'd say, full send Matty Rao. But from what I've seen, it's going to be a sunny day, broad daylight, 1 o'clock. It's the outside players are gonna come to play in that game, Crystal. So I think there are better options than Matty Rao this week.
Yeah, I think so too.
Freddie, how's it going, Freddie boy?
What's up, Freddie?
Who are the rookies that we're looking out for next week?
Well, there's a few of them. Big and Ewan if you don't have him. Garcia if you don't have him. McAuliffe is another one as well. I mean, there's always the hope that a Charlie Dean plays, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's currently injured. There is a couple, but there's not a lot.
Yes, correct.
It's one of the reasons why potentially jumping on a Combin is a better choice this week, but I myself just can't afford it really.
Yeah, Mac Andrew would have popped off already. Sammy Walsh is going to be on the bubble, but he ain't a rookie, obviously. That you're looking at. So yeah, apart from Taylor Adams, also isn't a rookie, so you wouldn't be looking at him. Sam Naismith, he's not even playing this week, so don't worry about him. Braden Cook, he's cooked. Don't worry about him. Yeah, Biggie will be on the bubble. Ned Moyle, no one's playing him. Shannon Neal. 201k forward.
I don't
Interesting. Nah, his job security shit. Don't worry about him. As soon as Hawkins is back, he's out. So don't worry about that. Sean Manor hopefully could be someone who gets named eventually. I don't know. But yeah. So you're mainly looking at McAuliffe, Garcia, Biggie. Those are the big three. Because McAuliffe's got the bye this week. So it gives us a week to get him in. But
I would love a Garcia to play. Hopefully he doesn't kick out Wilson or do anything like that, but 100% I would love a Garcia. Just a 117k DPP player. 50s and 60s, okay. That's fine for me.
Yeah. Kick off. How's it going? Should I go double downgrade McKercher Carroll to Graham and Combin or upgrade to any mid? But I have to take a risk on Biggie Newen and less cash for next week. I am torn. I don't mind having less cash for next week when next week seems to be getting your McAuliffes, getting your Biggies if you haven't got him, but you've already got him, getting your Garcias if he performs really well. I don't mind upgrading this week.
I like the first one. I think it feels like in this type of team, you can wait a week on Biggie. I personally aren't doing it, but if it's going to mean that you've got a decent amount of money still, double, triple upgrade next week would be fantastic.
Hey, I'm doing that. I've got $100 in the bank for next week, but I'm getting in another Uber Primo this week. So it just depends on your team kickoff. If you feel like you've got decent cash in other places and you've got decent people who are already over 300k that you have to double downgrade next week, then I think you can then restock up on that cash again. So it just depends on your team, brother. Hopefully you're all in good form. Causa worries on Jai Clark this week as Hawkins, Dangerfield, and Kolajasny are in.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players for Geelong, and I think they're going to start moving guys around. Jai Clark, the sub, really wasn't a great sign for a lot of people. If not the sub, I mean, the guy scored 6, so he might as well have been the sub.
Yeah, no, Jai Clark is a no good. That's why I traded him out even before he had a price rise.
Yeah, he did. I traded him out after week 1.
Yeah, there you go. Cody Kago, Grundy to Marshall, or hold. If you were going to do that, last week was the week to do it when Grundy was on the bubble. When Grundy was on the bye, I think.
Yeah. You can wait a bit. I personally am waiting for, hopefully, to see Grundy have a bounce back, have a week potentially where I'm not bringing a Primo in, so it's not really going to hurt my acceleration in the team. I mean, I'm looking at my side now. Technically, I think I've got 15 Primos, which is great. So it's waiting for a week where, cool, I could offload a Sexton to a 102k guy with some cash and then maybe upgrade a Grundy, which is kind of what I'm looking at the moment. But yeah, don't start upgrading Grundy now. You've waited, as Joe says. If it doesn't hurt your acceleration in cash, that's probably the big thing. Or Primos.
Or Primos, correct.
Yeah. Joe's got a few extensions open.
Yeah, I got a few extensions. You know what? I'm going to remove the extension. I'm going to remove this extension, and hopefully then my super coach will actually load quicker. Now, the thing also with Grundy, yeah, it's that lower break even. I'm pretty sure, so it's only an 82 this week. So it's not too bad. I know he has wits, but an 82 break even, you would anticipate he'd beat 82. He's only gone under 82 once. and that was against Collingwood. So, yeah, you can wait, I think. Marshall, on the other hand, well, I think Marshall has already bottomed out, is the thing. I think Marshall's break-even was 120 last week. He scored a 120, and now his break-even is 78, and he's up against the Doggies who concede points. So, for me, I would have loved it if he did it last week, personally.
Marshall's really got to have like another crappy game. If he comes out today and scores like a 50 or a 70,
don't say that.
Similar to what English did last week.
Don't say that, please.
You're
going to give me PTSD.
Then he'll drop in cash again. If you have a look at his scoring there, the 79 is basically why he's bottomed out at 600K. So if he has another game like that, fantastic for us non-owners. We can get him in. But outside of that, it's a tough one. You're chasing Marshall's points at this point, so just get English in if you have a Grundy, because Grundy's gonna be cheap.
Yeah, Grundy.
So not Grundy. English is gonna be cheap.
Lukey, Merritt is yes, agreed. But unfortunately, what is Merritt's ownership?
Merritt is the best VC if you have Luke Ryan. This guy's a freak.
Merritt. 26 people have traded out Zach Merritt this week.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just like people with bot teams or something. I mean, who's trading out Zach Merritt?
26 people apparently. But 968 are trading him in. He's just so expensive at 666. He's just so expensive that people can't get him in right now. And his break even is 135. He could beat that with the form that he's been in.
But he probably will.
Look at the last three against Adelaide. 136, 143, 135. Look at his last three against Collingwood. 133, 133, 123. Look at his last three against West Coast. 143, 110, 111. This guy is not going to get cheaper at all. Zach Merritt is your best VC.
Yeah, he's good. He's not Luke Ryan good, but he's good.
Freddie, I'm going Butters into Heaney or Puke into a North Boy. Well, there you go. So there you go. Freddie's on your bandwagon with the Puke.
I would not go LDU this week. Like, this is not the right week for you to throw a captaincy score on a North play. Potentially Sheasel. I mean, I said at the start of the episode, right? Luke Ryan into Sheasel. Similar to last week, both of them are going to go big this week, Joe. So, cool. If you had Captain Sheasel last week, you would have got, 21 points on a max scorn. Luke Ryan, you made, 7 points on a max scorn. So, yeah, could be the week.
Could be the week. Simi, Heaney will go off this week. Next week when Parker returns could be different.
I don't know how much Parker is going to affect a Heaney. I think Parker is going to play a bit more forward and could end up a forward option like he has been a couple of years ago. Longmire is not going to change things in the team. He's not going to mess around with what's working. If Heaney's playing really good mid-time, Heaney's going to play really good mid-time and he's going to score well in Supercoach. Like, they're not going to change something that's worked. And Heaney has been there waiting for so bloody long.
Yeah. And Taylor Adams came back into the team in round 4 against West Coast. He only had the 21% CBAs in that game. You know what I mean?
Like, people are saying even Sheldrick are going to come in. I'm like, Sheldrick's not going to come in and affect Heaney. Like, come on, man.
Poor Heaney getting displaced by Sheldrick. Like, Sheldrick's a great player. Don't get me wrong.
10 game players. We're going to stop Heaney. Come on, guys.
JD, my man.
What's up, JD?
How's it going? Thanks for coming on.
Much love. Mate.
Thank you so much for watching. 100%.
Yeah. You going to show me your trades?
My trades are simple. 3 rookies that have done their job for me into 2 rookies who I think will do a great job for me, and Jack Steele.
Yep.
That's my trades this week.
For me this week, Carol McKercher and who is number 3? Sanders out. Yep. Graham, Matt Rowell, and Biggie in. So I've got Matt Rowell this week. 8K left in the bank. I could potentially, I'm going to see how I feel about it, but I could go Sarong instead. I'm just not really sure. I've got some time.
Yeah, you do.
I can
Love
tell
to
you
hear your
that.
thoughts on Biggie versus Drury, which is likely to be played longer.
Really depends. This week is a really big dependence on how Drury's going to go, because North Melbourne's forward line, there's a lot of moving parts at the moment. Hopefully Drury's there, but our defense needs a lot of work, and Biggie was taking kick-ins. Like, he did this kind of role in the preseason, which is why I'm so happy to bring him in now, as opposed to some people which are saying, hey, get rid of him. In the long run, I think probably Biggie. In the long run, I think forwards, like, Drury's not going to kick 2 goals every game. You know what I mean? Like,
Or take 11 marks either.
Yeah. Teams
right.
are out, Joe. Getting some
teams are out. All right. But I will, though, say, hey, look at this. West Coast Eagles rule telling you Ryan, Darling is going to kill him. And then Dan, wrong comment from Dan. This one, Ryan won't score well versus West Coast. Trust me, Big J.
We'll see.
Is what he said. All right. So we're going to go to this, and then I like to go to teams, because it's all right here. All right here, lads. All right. Teams are live.
We're going to go sub hunt, Joe, aren't we? Because Causal was asking.
We're going to sub hunt.
Sub hunt.
All right. So this is huge. Why is Jamara out for personal reasons? The loss to the Bombers.
A lot of players have, like, cool, a family member's passed away or someone's sick, or I know like Ocean Mullen had, like, his sister's wedding that he wanted to go to and stuff. So
in Italy. Oh no, what a shame.
You don't know what it was. Yeah. You don't know what it is. It's not COVID, Joe. People can do other things. Miss a week.
Nah, it's when you lose to the Bombers, you need time to take off and recuperate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Carlton boys, they had to go away to Curno's farm after the loss to the Bombers last year. Freaking Dimmer Hardwick lost to the Bombers. He had to go to Gold Coast after that. It's remarkable what happens when you play the Bombers. But yeah, we've talked about the Saints. We'll obviously find out who the subs are very soon.
Yeah, I'm going to say James Harm's sub, but I see a world where Riley Sanders is sub just to, like, because Bevo's spiteful. And then Butler sub, or potentially Garcia again.
Potentially. I hope not, but I think Ross has shown that there is a hierarchy, and if you're a rookie, you're coming on as a sub. It could be hard.
Joe, we've got a few comments in chat saying some spoilers.
Elijah is in. Very nice. I'm very happy about this. This. No Crouch. Oh, but what? Hinge is still in.
Yep. I heard that. I heard he was going to be out. No, I think he's not. He wasn't named. Oh no, he was named last week. Some people.
It's all right. He'll be a late out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hinge will be a late out. Don't worry.
Maybe. There are a few players. There are a few players that look like they may be named or not named. So, yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully, Nick Martin scores well for me this week. He's named halfback and not on the wing. So, as you mentioned to me off air, Joe, really feels like maybe a Jake Kelly. If he's got to tag someone, then he goes to halfback. But there's none of that this week. So, subs. Who's going to be the subs? I reckon it's going to be Berry because, don't break what doesn't need fixing. I'm going to go Berry and Sardis. What do you reckon?
Well, of the people on the bench, Sardis is by far and away the most obvious one.
Yep.
Is Hind on the... But Brad Scott, he is a conniving son of a shawarma. He will come up with some weird things, and he's done it where he's made someone on the field be the sub. Mm-hmm. Just because Nick Hind is here, don't be surprised if Nick Hind is the sub. But if it is strictly in relation to someone here, he loves to spite people. So, yeah, if it's not Hind, then it's Sardis. Calm the Bombers. Oh, no. Not Matt Stevic. Oh, no. Matt
Stevic no good.
He freaking hates us. All right. Whatever. It is what it is. Oh, Jordan Sweet is in.
Yeah, I saw this.
No Charles Dixon. GG. Collingwood. Collingwood wins.
Yep. Well, that's who I picked in my tipping. Yeah. It's going to be a tough game, I think. I think Port maybe not. It's probably the reason why I haven't picked Butters as, captain this week. Let's quickly check. Where is Dacos named? He's not named
Nick Dacos?
back. Yeah. Where is Dacos named?
He's named far forward.
He's not playing half forward, Joe. He's not playing half forward. I tell you what.
TPP. Up the Pies. No, stuff the Pies. But yeah, the Pies are probably going to win this game. Need a big one from Nicky Boy. Who are the subs? The subs are going to be Will Hoskin-Elliott.
No, Reece McGuinness sub.
What position does Reef play?
Forward.
So yeah, he can't do it.
Forward and then a little bit of stints in the mid. But Hoskin-Elliott's too good, I think.
No, Hoskin-Elliott's shit. He's shit. He's washed. Hoskin-Elliott is the sub. And
I would love if Jordan Sweet was the sub. It won't happen, but Jordan Sweet sub. Like they sub a Ruckman just to spite people.
Nah.
Yeah.
Either Mead. It's either Mead or Burgoyne.
I think it'll be Burgoyne.
Potentially. Do the Pies fans, Jen? I know you're in here. Lukey, you're also a Pies fan. Is it Will? Is it going to be Hoskin-Elliott? Who's the sub you guys reckon? Let us know. Let us know in the comments, please. Carlton and the Guis. So yeah, these are the two that we know was always going to happen. Taylor and Cogs. Ward is a big in. I think Ward just slots right in for Cogs. And then Lear, not too bad. Meanwhile, Cowan and Young. Yep. Those were the two obvious ones.
Yep.
For them. Subs. Could be Durden. Or Carroll.
No, I reckon Orazio.
Or Orazio.
Razio sub. I reckon he'll be sub, and then it won't be Cadman. It'll be Peating again. Peating was sub last week.
Probably. Yeah. I agree with that. Some people are telling us. Oh, sorry, not that one.
Yeah.
Yes, Will Hoskin-Elliott most likely to be sub. Pies have to win, otherwise season over. Big game. Will Hoskin-Elliott probably will. Okay, there you go. I know how shit the Pies are. Don't worry.
Joe. All right, you're not going to like what you see next though. Scroll down. Look who's back.
Jared Lyons.
He's back. I can't wait for the glad.
As the sub.
I really can't wait for the glad I Jared Lyons for 8 weeks comments. Oh, it's going to be great.
Oh, no.
Lyons is back, but you know who's the follower for Geelong? Who's the Ruckman, Joe? Who's the Ruckman for Geelong?
Stuff you.
No.
I'm going to spit into my camera because of you, Tanner Bruin. Stuff you.
Who's the Ruckman?
Toby Conway.
Not too bad. He might be a forced in next week. We'll see what happens. But Neil's out. Reece Stanley's out. Conway, here we go.
Shaq's having a party. Lions is back.
Shaq's excited. Why not?
More cash, Jen. I'd love him if he's the sub.
Yeah, it's
please,
the right
Lions
time
be
as
the
well,
sub.
A lot of us have, I mean, I've got Sexton. If Sexton doesn't play next week, mate, Conway to Sexton, I love it.
You mean Sexton to Conway?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Conway bubble boy? Nah, he's not going to be bubbling.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I mean, Reece Stanley's managed. He's going to come back next week.
Doesn't matter. We can hope and dream.
Just don't get your hopes up. It's the hope that kills you. Take it from an Essendon supporter. It's the hope that kills you. Hawkins comes in. Hawkins comes in. Of course, Shannon Neal just drops out immediately. So, yes. Subs. Sub could be Jai Clark, unfortunately. I reckon out of all these players, it's Jai Clark. Yeah. And then hopefully it's Lions. That would be amazing. If Lions' sub-sack season is over, hopefully. But yeah, I reckon Jared Lyons. If not him... Are you being serious, Lukey? Are you serious right now? Are we sure about this? Apparently Sanders is sub.
That will be funny.
Someone's saying to me, sorry if that's wrong. Well,
the same thing happened last time, I think, as well, right? He was like the last person, like in the name when they announced the players. So we'll see. We'll see. It hasn't popped up yet.
Nothing official yet, according to the list. Far out. You gave me a heart attack. I reckon it's going to be Jai Clark as the sub here, and then I reckon it could be Lions. If not Lions
was sub.
If it's not Lions,
it won't be Ainsworth. I reckon it'd be Lions or Tunstall. Yeah.
And then we go Eagles v Freo. It's true. Sanders is the sub.
Bevo, I love you.
Now you're just the Bevo that I used to know. Some Bevo.
Bevo's getting the sack, boys.
We're seeing it in live action, ladies and gentlemen. He is bullying the kid for spitting the dummy. Oh my God.
Yeah, I told you.
Let's go to Twitter. Is Twitter melting down? Where is it? I don't want to... Don Caldwell, you're a superstar. I love you, bro, as an Essendon supporter. But where the hell is the talk of... Yeah, I'm a big fan.
You have to go... Is it
Riley Sanders is starting some for the Bulldogs.
Oh, Bevo knows how to get sacked. I'll tell you what.
Oh, Bevo. Oh, look at that. Aiden's here. Joe has all the songs. We don't need to write anymore.
Aiden?
Piss off, Aiden. You got to write, bro. You got to write. What do we pay you for? Come on, man. I'm just kidding. We don't. Not announced until after 7, so I seriously doubt that. Bro, Mitch Cleary has posted it.
Yep.
Mitch doesn't just go out on a limb and say stupid things.
This is a fake Mitch Cleary page, but yeah, I don't know.
Let's refresh this page. Sub Riley.
Hey, I called Dan Butler. I called that too.
Oh, Bevo.
I love it. I love it. It's great.
Oh, I love it. Bev, no. It's not Bevo. It's Bev, no. Fuzzy Bud, love the show. My YouTube highlight of the week. Oh, thank you, bro. Especially love the Bevo references. Oh, we're going to get even more, Fuzzy. It's going to be even more. Effing Bevo. Effing hell. Wow. Shit.
Camma told me he's got Sanders on field. He better not be sub. I'm like, he can't change it now because he doesn't have his phone.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And this is like when LDU was out with like 10 minutes to go and Supercoach crashed. I dare not refresh my thing because all my team's going to be disappeared.
Yeah, you did say.
Oh, it's good. Garcia plays now, which is cool.
So Garcia's playing a full game.
Yep.
So far, he might be subbed out, is the thing. Yep. But
and you know the crazy thing is, look, I won't spoil it, but looking down at the last game on Sunday, we might also get McKercher not playing. So,
well, let's just keep. Garcia is playing. Yep. It's fine now to decide whether to trade Sanders instead of Carroll. It's a question. But if the sub is activated early, then he should be able to beat it.
You know, if someone doesn't make it up and then he plays and then Bevo gets sacked before the game starts, maybe they'll change the team sheets. Like, you know, whatever.
Quickly sack him immediately, and then change the sub.
Change the sub.
It's not gonna happen.
Pretty funny.
It's not gonna happen. Do we trade Sanders then?
Yep.
I think
I would.
It depends,
Sanders, bro. Look, Sanders for me is going to be the same thing as what McKercher was last week. Imagine if Sanders comes in the third quarter and scores like a 30. His cash gen is dead because he's had a 40 and then a 30. Like, it's done at that point. everyone's hoping that he wasn't going to be sub. That Bevo, not Bevo. What's his face was going to be out. Libba being out means that he's going to score better. Mate, he's the sub. Break evens. He might not even make his break even this week if he's the sub.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Say he's the sub and he plays a half. I reckon he can go close to 40.
Sure. And then he's got a 40 and then a 49.
And then we can trade him out next week. You can trade him out next week. I think last minute trades always spell danger. And it can be really easy to be flustered. If his break even was like 70 or 80, then I'd probably be like, yeah, get him the hell out.
Sure.
But because his break even's only 49, even if he plays a half a game, I can see him scoring close to 40. Because when he plays a full game, he goes 85 odd. I'm probably going to hold him. And then imagine if there's an injury early on, he comes on early, he scores 80 something, and then you're left with shit in your hands. I don't know. It could be stupid or ballsy, whatever you want to call it. It's a thin line between stupid and ballsy. I'm actually going to hold Sanders this week.
Fair enough. I mean, I had already planned for him not to be there, so that's fair. Some people are really going to get caught out, though.
Sanders, McKercher, Carroll to Sarong or Rowell, Graham and Biggie.
Well, that's what I've done, Luke. So, yep.
Jump on board the Big J train, baby. He's bullying Sanders all the way back to Tassie. 100% legend. 100%.
The rest of the games too, Joe. Let's chuck up the rest of the
Bye,
games.
Sanders. Hello, Garcia. Yeah, but I think a lot of people want to sort of last minute change. Nah, don't do it. I don't know. For me, I'm not a last minute trade person.
Don't put Sanders on field. If you're gonna do stuff, okay, but don't put Sanders on field. Like, there's better things you can do.
Exactly. And I've even had him on the bench just in case he was the sub. I already had him on the bench, so it's all been scripted. Do I field Carroll, Wilson, or Graham? Graham.
Yeah, I think so.
Sanders, welcome to the Dons. Bring McRae with you.
Hey, he's coming to North Melbourne. We'll give you some picks for him because he wanted to come to North already. Maybe he's told Bevo, and Bevo says, nah, you're going to suffer.
Yeah, exactly. Garcia and Emerson half forward. Sanders, Clark, McKercher, easy trade outs this week now, potentially. I sort of want to trade. I want to trade out Cadman. I don't think he's going to score particularly well. It could bite me in the ass, but I just think
there's a lot of content creators getting rid of him this week. It's a bit scary.
That's all right. I'll go your own way. I'll go my own way.
That's why
I'll go my own way, guys. Did it my way. I'm holding. I want these boys through the mid-season bye. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough. Is Carroll going to be sub? I think he probably will be. Looking at the
it will be Carroll, or if we have a quick look, let me just.
It could be Carroll, Fantasia, or Durden. It's either one of these three.
Fantasia, the new sub, because it's a fantasy if he ever plays, or plays well.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It could be him or Carroll. One of the two.
Joe, don't defend this because you don't want to change your trades. He's done for. Am I that obvious, Chase?
Yep.
Gambling on an early sub is a big gamble. It is, but even if he subbed halfway through, I reckon he can score 40. Is the thing.
Maybe.
And his break even's 49. Like he'll lose a smidgen of cash, sure. But he still would have
and then next week you're stuck. You might as well trade him out now.
I'm not stuck. I'm trading him out next week.
Sure.
I trade him out 100%. I trade him out next week. What rather than trading him out for what's his price now? 310. I'll trade him out for 300. Big whoop. I'm not going to cry over that 10K.
Yeah, of course. It's fine.
Is Carroll going to be the sub, though? Because I can risk it and go with Sanders score from about a half, or hope Carroll can play a full game and go 60. What should I do?
You know what Bevo's going to do, Joe? Bevo is going to sub Sanders, make him the sub and not play him at all. That's the Bevo thing to do. That's what Bevo's going to do. Be like, you're the sub, make him sit on the bench the whole game. It's like McRae. He just made McRae come on with the last 5 minutes. So he's going to do to Sanders. Bond's got one arm and half a kneecap. Oh, Sanders, cool. Now you can come on, you know.
Bro, imagine if Sanders just leaves the ground during the game and like, stop this shit. I'm not playing. I'm going home.
Yep,
Goodbye.
that's it.
Season over.
I love it so much.
I'm not hoping for an early sub. Oh, really? Lob should be the sub. Yeah, fair enough.
Nah, they need someone to cover Jamara. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Lob being the sub offers nothing because you don't sub in a tall player. Like,
correct.
Yeah. It's not like he can play both ends of the ground and then play midfield.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. We need to finish the rest of these.
Paul's got it right. There we go, Paul.
Oh, bro, we have to finish these freaking teams, bro.
That's what I was saying, Joe.
We need to finish these. So yeah, Darcy's in.
Jacko's on the bench.
Speed.
Oh, no Jacko on the bench. Jacko's in the forward line. Yeah.
Who's the sub? Hughes? Or Emmett? Probably Emmett.
Yeah, Emmett or Erasmus.
Bunny?
Emmett or Erasmus, I think. I'm just thinking guys who can play multiple positions because that's kind of what you're looking for. So one of those two. Who's going to be sub from West Coast?
Rotham.
Oh, I just noticed Harley Reid's named as a follower. Mate, that boy's going to have fun.
Yeah, good pickup. I'm not gonna put Sanders as the emergency just in case. Who do I emergency?
Put it on Clark.
I'm gonna put on Wilson.
Sorry, not Clark. No, go Sharp. Sharp's better.
Well, Wilson plays before Sharp does. Maybe.
Well, Wilson plays before everyone does because he plays first.
So I'm not wrong. Technically speaking, I was correct.
That's technically true. Yeah, he plays before everyone.
Yeah, Hayden Young.
Yeah.
Jeremy Sharp, pop off for me, son, please. And thank you.
Hayden Young really hurts.
I love this. Effort, Joe, I'll ride the Sanders train with you. Oh, cheese, you don't have to do that, bro. Joe, trade Sanders, keep Cabman, and get an extra 40K in the bank.
We'll see. I don't know. Joe's made his bed. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, what's Cadman's break even?
40.
Aaron Cadman, break even of 40. Oh,
it's nothing.
It is pretty low, isn't it?
Yeah. It's too late, Joe. You can't take it back. That's it. You spent 10 minutes talking about why you're keeping Sanders. And now you're like, nah, I can't do it. But I'll leave it up for you. Oh. What's he going to do, boys and girls? Here we go. This is the believing. Oh. Here we go. Here we go, just so everyone can watch. Who else did you trade?
It was Jack Carroll.
Okay. Do it.
But now, things are weird.
No, you just put Reid in the forward line, in the midfield. That's fine. He's got to come off the bench, yeah?
True.
Do it. There it is, boys and girls. It is done. Sanders is in the... What is he, Joe? In the bin. He's in the bin.
I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Far out. I feel so bad doing that.
That's right. Watch him score like 200 and that's all right. Doesn't matter. You've got Big and you on loop now. Done. I think Sexton might even play, which would be hilarious. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Why is Sexton going to play?
Because he's named.
Has he?
Yeah, that's why he's got the yellow. You haven't gone through the team sheets, Joe.
Oh my! No, this is a Sunday game. This is a Sunday game. Sunday.
Yeah, you're just waiting though.
There's no way Sexton is in.
Oh, Sexton's going to play.
Only one person is out, and it's a forward.
Sexton's going to play. They're going to move players around just for fun. Oh, I love it. If this is the week Jared Lyons gets named, Sexton's going to get named. That's the feelings I've got. I've got the gut feeling, Joe. He's like, Big J, I know you're going to get Conway next week. Let me make you some extra cash. We'll play Sexton off halfback for Powell or someone.
Sexton's not playing. I refuse to believe that this piece of garbage is going to play. I refuse to believe.
We'll see.
That this 30,000-year-old fossil of a failed forward / defender is going to play.
Yep.
In a team that's popped off the last couple of weeks, and against Adelaide and the Dogs, especially. Yeah, no way. I reckon Sexton's playing forward for Roses. Yes, I agree, Sim. There you go. Right on cue. I reckon Sexton's playing forward. That experiment of half back, he's done. He's finished.
But that means he's playing.
He's playing forward, and that means that he's playing. But I don't know.
You don't put him on field. Don't put him on. If you think Sexton's going to play, don't put him on field, Joe. Because he's going to screw up your loopholes. So just put Buku Kamas on. There you go. See?
But I prefer Biggie almost. Do I want Biggie against Hawthorn?
Nah. I reckon you pick those two. You'll be fine. I think Saints give up a lot of points.
Hawthorn is pretty good.
I think Saints give up a lot of points. Let's finish the team sheets because people are watching for your team sheets. And then we can play around with your teams after that. We've got one more game after this. Let's go. One more game.
I'm going Biggie. I don't give a shit. I'm going Biggie. I'm going to back in my boy Biggie here.
Cool. So Caleb Mitchell out kind of sucks. Was he named like twice and then was the sub and then in the out of the team. Peter Laddam's in, which is interesting. Maybe that helps Grundy. I don't think he's named on field, but could be the sub. Not too bad.
This is all extended interchange. I love how Heaney still lands on the ball.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Where's Matt Rao? Where's my boy Matt Rao?
Matt Rao?
Yeah. He's full forward. Matt Rao full forward.
Forward pocket Matt Rao.
Oh, mate, we're in trouble now.
The pocket rocket Matt Rao in the forward pocket. I love it. That's good. I love it.
And then the last game for the week. Sunday special. Tell you what. Yeah. But guess who's named as a halfback player?
Ooh, Nicolaki.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting. Not too bad there. I think he's going to play, and he should play the rest of the time, so I don't think we need to worry about him too much. Yeah. Who else for North Melbourne? Tom Powell, half forward. Yeah. Sheasel named on the ball, which isn't going to happen. I think him and Sheasel and then Tom Powell are all going to end up swapping. So that's got the feeling that I've got, I think. Yep.
Bloody hell. Finn McGuinness is named on the field.
Yep. Got to tag Sheasel, Joe. That's what's happening.
Finn McGuinness straight to Sheasel. He did it last year.
No. It won't
He
happen.
did.
I mean, like, in Supercoach, it won't happen. Sorry, in the
Supercoach, it won't happen. It'll happen in
the game, you do not tag a halfback flanker who doesn't do as much. Like
he does everything. What do you mean doesn't do as much? He gets stuck. Isn't he like averaging the most disposals in the history of the game or something?
Yeah, at the moment he is. It's like 34 disposals a game.
So he's doing nothing. He's doing nothing. He's just getting the ball more than anybody else.
Like John Cena, you can't see me, right? Like that's what Harry Sheezel's saying to everyone else.
Bro, he's getting 34.4 disposals a game. How is no one seeing this kid?
It's great. I'm very happy.
He's copying Finn McGuinness this week, surely.
Nah, it's not going to happen. I don't think so.
What did he do last year? I'm actually going to freaking go. Where is this shit? Harry Sheezel. Where is Harry Sheezel? Harry Sheezel. Harry Sheezel. I want to see how he scored against North Melbourne, against Hawthorn last year. And if he went to crap, it's because I know why. Hawthorn. 103.
That's all right.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Wow. How many kick? 27% CBAs. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Hawthorn. Halfback flank 120. Oh, even if he cops a tag, he's still too good anyway. Very well. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. This kid's just too good at football.
He's pretty good.
He's too good at football. Sion Rao, potentially. I wouldn't
really
do it.
Rethinking. I'm kind of like Alex here. I'm really rethinking the Steel VC. Who would you go, Joe? Like a Bond, if you don't have anyone?
Roma, Rowan Marshall. Bad luck, season over.
Yeah. Sheezel is looking like a captain option each. Yeah, he really does. He just keeps getting better and better and better and better. Yeah.
He's too good.
Yeah.
He's too good. Yeah, I'm too worried about this Velo, which is why I've done what I've done. But Bevo, it's been so good to know you, bro. Honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing. Jake Rogers to debut potentially, but I think if he is going to debut, I think we're going to have to see a lot more media hype and attention, and follow the Gold Coast Suns socials. If they're talking them up and doing all of the calling the mums and the dads and things like that, then yes. But if we don't see that, then don't worry about it. Double dummy. Finn will go with Shees.
Yeah.
As they don't start Finn at the bounces. He starts on a wing half back. And they rotate him onto the tag. Will be an easy solution. So if they play Finn, he goes to Shees.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'd be very careful for the people who are very happy that Jai Clark is playing, because that means he's going to lose a lot of money. You really wanted Jai Clark to be the sub or to be out, because, well, not the sub. The sub's even worse, but you wanted Jai Clark not to play, because that score of a 6 is going to tank his cash. Like, he's already down. Jai Clark could be a 102k rookie. Like, he could legitimately drop that far. So just be careful. Yeah, something to watch out for. I could totally see him in this game being the sub again. So imagine Jai Clark, 2 weeks of a 6 and then like a 20. Oy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dead pick.
Yeah. Got to jump off him.
Bont into Merritt would be pretty good. Or you can do Gill into Merritt, or you can do Marshall into Merritt. But yeah, Bont into Merritt seems pretty good. Rather trade Clark or Carroll out?
Clark, 100%. Carroll looks like he's not going to drop cash at the moment, barring a bad game. Clark is 100. Clark has to score like a 150 for him not to drop cash this week. Like, that's how dire it is. You don't want to have to start this guy and then trade him out because he gets dropped and he's like 113k on your bench. Like, it's not great.
Yep. Sanders named sub F off Betfair. You tell him, Thomas. You tell him, mate. Score prediction for tonight. Oh, bro. Getting the tip right is hard enough. You want us to tip the score as well?
I'm going to say, let me just think about it. Dogs by 19. That's my pick. I think I've tipped St Kilda, but I'm predicting
you have
19. Dogs by 19. That's my prediction.
Dogs by 19. I'm gonna say that the players for the Bulldogs know that Bevo is effed and that Bevo is sacked, and that
So
there is no
play
point, and there
Yeah.
is no point in bothering out there. They might as well put the final nail in that godforsaken coffin, and they're gonna just get shellacked. I'm going
what's funny,
St Kilda by 41 points.
Joe? You know what's funny? Riley Sanders might not even line up on the bench. He might just not come out of the change rooms. Imagine that. As a player, just refused just not playing.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I think so.
I think it's going to happen.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's ridiculous. They don't have news up there. Fair enough. Thoughts on my trades: McKercher and Finn McRae to Graham and Biggie.
How do you still have Finn McRae?
I don't know. She's a Collingwood fan. She loves Finn.
McKercher and McRae to Graham. Yeah, that's fine. So give yourself some money.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to do North Melbourne, right? Did we do the North Melbourne, Joe, at the bottom? I don't think we did. I think we halfway did North Melbourne.
We did.
Went back to the
We
players.
did.
I was going to say who I
No.
think's not going to get named. I think McKercher's not going to play this week. That's what my gut feeling's saying. I think maybe a Will Phillips or someone comes in, but coming off the rib soreness, I can really see them like either subbing him early or like subbing him early if he gets a hit, or just being like, cool, you'll wait out this week and then you'll come back in later. That's my gut feeling at the moment for the pick.
I would not be surprised if because of the knock, they're going to take it easy with him and really play him outside and not put him anywhere near the midfield. I actually reckon McKercher could have a strong bounce back game this week and score really well, playing off halfback, looking after the ribs and not have him anywhere near that midfield.
Well, I just don't think he's going to play. If they're looking after the ribs, they'll just say a week off. But
the games are important. Games are really important for players.
Keeping your players fit and healthy is more important. Man.
If he's been cleared medically of all structural damage, and his
liver was cleared medically as well, and then he's been out for 2 weeks. So
he plays for Bevo. He said he freaking rolled his ankle and fell over. Are you kidding me?
He plays for Bevo. All right then.
He plays for not for long. He doesn't. Oh wait. Causa, would you hold Sanders and trade Clark, or trade Sanders a week early and keep Clark? Can you trade out both of them?
Yeah, I probably would trade both. I think it would be a case of maybe you can hold a week on Sanders if he's the sub. As Joe says, if he comes in and scores like a 30 or a 40, then you're still going to make, not make any money, but he's going to be around the same price. Clark's just going to tank. Like if Clark plays or if he's the sub, you're losing so much money on the pick with Clark.
Am I shooting myself in the foot to get both Sanders and McKercher out?
No, I have.
You're not.
They both went for me before teams even got named. Like, just because price comparison, right? McKercher's going to start losing money because of his poor score last week. Sanders is around his break even. Bevo hates him. Like, both are not going to go up in cap. So offloading both at 300K gives you almost a primo. So you're okay at that point.
Yeah, if he gets 2 sub scores in a row, it's going to absolutely cap his cash gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think he knows, and he's going out his own way with a big stuff you.
Nah, Bevo just like something's happened off field. Sanders has cracked the shits, and Bevo's like that really hard teacher. He's like a prison guard, right? Oh, you made a scene. Well, now I'm going to go punish you for a few weeks. That's what he does. Bevo, Sanders made Bevo look bad, so this is Bevo's way of getting back at him. Like, on the books, cool, you played, but you're the sub, so too bad for you. Ha, ha, ha. Like, yeah.
I want to see what Twitterverse is doing, or X is doing with the news of Hippo, wowee, Sanders sub, carnage. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Darwin, Sanders sub, completely ruined my trades. Yep, that's pretty bad. Sorry. Okay, sorry, Brad. All right, what's JD have to say about the early thoughts on Sanders news? Trading Sanders in Supercoach. Trading Sanders in Bolter. Holding Santa in fantasy. Oh, there you go. So even JD is trading out Sanders in Supercoach at the moment. Oh, the GOAT, Jaden Poposky, Sanders sub. Obviously makes this last-minute decision hard, but low time on ground will only help his chances at holding on to that precious forward status. I want more carnage because it gives better coaches an advantage, a chance to adapt smartly.
Yep.
Fair enough. Scott Father can't come it down.
and then that comes up the next time. It's like smart coaches and then Scott Father's there.
Oh, I love it. Nice. Scott is trading him out for those that are asking. There you go. So it seems that the general consensus is that trading out, the content creators are trading out Sanders this week. So
you have to.
I've jumped on board as well. Saints by 16, says Aiden, potentially. Very well. Yes. Graham or Roberts to field. How can you go past this man? Matt Roberts. What's he done for you that makes you question his integrity and his scoring? 76, 69, 94, 98, 80. Like, bruh, this is very good.
The only thing is he's named on the bench. Like, I don't think he gets dropped, but he is named on the bench. So, yeah. That's the big thing.
Trading Sanders next week to a Primo, says Jen. Fair enough. Yeah. Rory Lobb has a blinder tonight. Rory Lobb releases that self-meme of playing VFL for the rest of his life and then gets named 2 weeks later.
He needs it, and that's probably the big thing, is Rory Lobb is either playing for his career or playing for him to get traded to another club this week. Like, he's going to be in and out, in and out, in and out. He's so lucky Jamara's out. Like, he probably wouldn't play a game the rest of the year. He is so lucky. This is legitimate. People say Darcy is like Lobb's coming in, so Darcy's coming out. No, Darcy's locked. The rest of the season, Sam Darcy's locked. It's really Lobb taking over the other key forwards.
Yep. Fair enough. Callum, is it crazy to use the boost to go Merritt over Nick Martin? It's a massive payout. It is a massive payout, of course.
No, it's not crazy.
Why are you paying up for him, though? You're paying up for him because this guy is going to be a top 4 mid potentially this year.
Because he's good.
And he's a freaking GOAT. And he's had a ripping start to the year. His break even is 135. Now, you might be thinking, 135? That's a lot of points. Yes, and you would be correct. But what you must also remember is Zach Merritt does not care about points. He scores them for breakfast. These last 3 times he's played against Adelaide, 136, 143, 135. He has not gone under that break even.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's really, really sad. But yeah, a lot of us, we're in a bit of spot of bother there. So, like, for me, if looking at my team, Roberts is the ticket. And I'm also almost going Zach Williams plus Roberts to get, like, what's his face in, to get Zach Merritt in. That's the straight swap almost. Otherwise, I offload a guy from the bench to get the player in. Like, that's kind of the predicament that I'm in at the moment.
I can't afford him, can I?
No.
Oh!
Yeah, you're like 2K. Oh, no, you're like 2K off?
Oh, no.
Yeah. You're very close, Joe.
I want my boy Zach, man. I want my captain.
You would have to trade Roberts. You would have to keep Flanders this week and trade Roberts to make it happen, really.
I want my captain, bro. He's my man. He's too good for Essendon. We don't deserve him.
Well, it's like North Melbourne and Sheasel. Like, this kid's the best player in the league already. He's 19. He's playing for the worst club in the competition.
No show, Sanders. He's on the phone to Dodoro. Mary's not going to go 180 because Joe can't afford it. Oh, no. That means we win, though, Tommy. Tommy, that means we win.
That's true. 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row is not bad.
Get around us, mate, against the doggies. Which, in hindsight, might not be impressive because Bevo's an absolute lunatic. So
Bevo's getting crucified. Someone's throwing eggs at Bevo. Let's be honest. Like, it's going to happen. Get all these super coach people just buy some eggs and then come into the game. Oh, mate.
I love it. How long is Zach Bailey out for? Asks Yellet. Well, he's done. It's a high hamstring.
Syndesmosis or something, right?
No, ankle. It's a high ankle sprain. Yeah. He's missing 4 to 6. Yeah, yep. It's 4 to 6 weeks. So, yeah, it's at least a month. At least a month out for him. Sanders on his way to the airport to come back to Tasmania for personal reasons. We'll stay here until trade to
legitimately, you know what I would be very happy with? North Melbourne offers the Dogs number 1 or number 2 pick for Sanders this year. That would be if we did something like that, say, cool, we get the reverse Horn Francis, Joe, I'd be happy. I think the Dogs would be happy too. The reverse Horn Francis. We get the player for the good pick. I'd do that.
Causer, I have 355k in the bank and can only get to Yo with trading Clark, but would have used 5 boosts. I wouldn't use a boost to get Yo in.
100% do it. Do it. Get him. Have you seen how many players Elliot Yo has a higher average than? Elliot Yo, someone said to me today, Elliot Yo has a higher average than 95% of the competition.
He played against Richmond.
Doesn't matter.
With a VFL, not even a VFL.
Doesn't matter.
Less than VFL.
DPP, Corey. Say it with me, Corey. DPP.
Last week was good. The week before, a 130 against Sydney was very impressive. I'll give him that. Yeah. If this is going to be the start of a new trend for him, then yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What's his projected?
What do you mean?
Look at all those hundreds. Look at all those hundreds, boys. Look at all those. Ooh. If he does that, you're laughing, Corey. You're laughing.
I think he does, Alex.
Probably.
But the thing is, I don't know if he does because he's getting sacked regardless. So he might not. But
he might go to Bevo.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe
lock down the coach. Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, Windhager straight. No, they don't want that. Everyone wants Bevo to keep coaching because he's just going to gift everyone else a win. But I think if he's looking to win the game, I think he does. He'll look and see what the Bombers did last week. We sent Caldwell to Libba, and we sent Sammy Durham, the GOAT, to Bond. So Windhager could go head-to-head with the Bond. It worked last week. Kai Broom, how's it going, Kai? How do I say shit has hit the fan without saying shit has hit the fan?
Something revolving around Bevo.
You can say Bevo has entered the chat, or Bevo says hi, or something like that. I don't know. Mac Murphy, Bond or Steele VC? That's a coin flip, that one. That's a straight coin flip. Bond could get Windhager. Steele could get Harms. I rate Windhager as a head-to-head player more than Harms. I think Harms is a shit footy player and he's washed. And so I reckon Steele will smash Harms.
Joe, Ricky's saying you could get Zach Meriden if you went Garcia instead of Nuon this week. Do it. Just for the fun.
Season's over anyway, so might as well have some fun. Where is he?
Nuon out. And then you can put Karmas back on field.
Garcia. This is so bad. This is ridiculous. And then midfield is the boy, the man, the myth, the legend. Where is he?
He's done.
Oh, no. I don't want to see the mids. Piss off. Yes. Yeah. When do we play?
Captain VC. Done.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you. We've done it. Watch him score 40. just to kill me. I'm doing it. I've got M1 or 2 right here, boys. This is it. Zach Merritt. I'm so happy. I own my captain now. All right, and then Karmas comes on for Garcia. It's probably ridiculous because of how low the break even is for Jack Steele. This is probably way too stupid to do. Probably very stupid.
Yep.
No way Steele has been axed. Why not dump the Bont and keep Steele? Given you are having fun. Because I don't have an extra trade, mate. I don't. I'm not looking to sideways here. It's all upgrades. All upgrades. Merritt, good luck getting him in for cheaper, is all I can say. Good luck. Hopefully Harms tags the living daylights out of freaking Steele. I'm going to be one of the 10% of teams that own Zach Merritt, who's going to go on torture. He's going to go 130 plus every week, and he's going to be my captain every single week. Still wasn't in before. No, I just got him in this week. Yeah, so I can't do that. Still want track next week? Yes, I still want track next week. And this way, I have both Merritt and track, the two boys that I absolutely can't live without. And I'm going to do it with my final boost. Massimo's gone. Roberts is gone. Willie, I don't care who has to go. I am getting in Petrarca, and this midfield is going to be so stacked, it's just going to, the wheels are going to collapse underneath it. Obviously, no Steele, which is a bit unfortunate, but who needs Steele? Merritt does hammy and still goes 175. Don't
say that. Joe will be absent next week from the stream if that happens.
That's a low blow. That's a very low blow. You don't make those calls, Velo. That's really bad. Young, Anderson, or Walsh? Young. When Merritt goes 200, he will make cash. You said it, bro. You said it. Hey, Hippo's back. Hippo, bro, am I cooked? I know Bevo's cooked us, but am I cooked? Look at these trades. I'm fading Jack Steele, bro, and I'm getting in my boy Zach Merritt this week. Is that banana? And look at his next 3. He's got Adelaide. Look at his last 3. He's got Collingwood. Look at his last 3. He's got West Coast. Look at his last 3. Am I crazy, bro? I'm gonna get my boy Zach Merritt. He's the GOAT. I'm gonna VC him. Good luck to everyone else trying to get him for a little bit cheaper. You won't be able to. He's gonna be out of price. There you go. That's fine. Yes, Hippo. Merritt better 6 than Steele. Yes, Hippo. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Good Twitter content, Big J, by the way. What'd you do on Twitter?
Just tag Joe a little bit. That's all. You
tagged me. That face when Joe realized he could get Merritt in this week. I'm gonna like this. I like this.
Yep.
I like this. Thank you. Yes. Lukey, we get Zara in, my boys. Joe, we are not forgetting your magic. Oh, piss off, Blues. You got to forget about it. It was a spur of the moment thing. But let's go back to Hippo. Bevo cooked us again. Thoughts on Kirch, Crouch, Sanders to Grant? Oh, also a fellow Merritt brother. Let's go, Hippo. Let's go. I like
That's a lot of money. Like, how much money do you have left in the bank if you do that?
All of the money, bro. All of the money.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, that's like 500K. Oy.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, 250K in the bank.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I suppose you get a primo next week, so it's not too bad, but ouch.
Yeah, you cry. Then if that happens, I'll be crying. Joe, yes, that's the hope, bro. This is hopefully what's gonna claw me back.
Yep.
This is what's hopefully gonna claw me back up the rankings.
It'll have to claw you back up the rankings.
This is what we're hoping for. We're hoping that this man.
And the good thing is, if Garcia goes big, then I can just get him next week, so it's fine.
Correct.
Yeah.
The good thing is he's got DPP,
and you can get Biggie in next week. You can get Biggie,
and I can still get Biggie next week. Exactly.
Yeah.
Surely picking guys like Merritt at his price stunts our upgrade cadence in the near future.
It does, but the only problem is you're really looking at. Well, I mean, Joe's really looking at the idea that Merritt's not going to drop down much in cash. He's not going to be a Tom Green or a Bont who's already lost like 80K, or a Tim English who's already just dropped 80K. Like, Merritt's break-even's not that high. And he's scoring like 120s every week. So he's not going to drop that much in price. Like, Merritt's got to have a couple of 80s to really tank himself.
Bro, you've legit gone crazy on the socials, and you're spreading my face all over the place. Aren't you supposed to get my permission before you do that sort of stuff or something? I don't know.
Like, you're on the show. That's it, Joe. That's it. You're done.
VC Marshall, still a Bont. Neither of those, Lukey, because I'm VCing Zach Boy Merritt. If it's either of those, I prefer Marshall personally over all those guys. I want Jackson and Merritt back for track in 2 trades next week. Oh, yeah, nice. Very nice. Yeah, bro, Hippo, you're flying, brother. You're flying. I love your team, man.
I think I get track in 3 trades, because I'm going to downgrade now and then double upgrade later over the next 2 weeks. So 5 trades, 2 primos. I'm happy.
Travis, thank you so much, brother. I have Merritt and still have 88K in the bank. All right, nice. Get around you big ball player. I only have 4,000. Not all of us can be rich like you. It is what it is. There you go, $5 again. Freaking for saying that. Well done. Thank you so much, Travis. Yell it, GG. Jared Lyons, worth getting in instead of a Graham or a Garcia.
No. It's even worse. Like, we look at Combin and why I'm not getting Combin in. Lyons is even worse. Like, you're paying up so much money already. He could get dropped next week. He could be the sub. But then you get Lyons in, he's the sub, you make 40K. Oh. Cool. So, yeah, it's a no.
Do you also miss Jackson Merritt? He was such a spud. I can't believe that these two, that Jackson and Zach, came from the same parents. It's remarkable how different they are. He was shit. Don't say he was a great bomber. He was atrocious. I have no idea how they came from the same offspring. They're the same. It's remarkable. Remarkable. The same progeny. Biggie, I would go Biggie Lukey, but Garcia is not the sub. Garcia is not the sub. And secondly, I need to afford Zach Merritt, and I can only do that if I get Garcia in first. Joe, how's this? Jonas, how's it going, Jonas?
Up, Jonas.
Bont, Green, Merritt, Rowell, Steele, Martin, Lyons, and Roberts. Very nice.
It's fine. My midfield at the moment is, let me quick check. Bont, Butters, Green, Rowell, Steele, Flanders, Nick Martin, Roberts. So we're doing okay. We're eating fresh today, boys. I know it looks.
I like mine.
Looks good.
I'm going full quality. I'm trying to eke out as much.
When you have no boosts, you pick up the player that you can afford now is the best one. What you do.
Correct.
You don't want to be like you have to spend like 3 weeks to get Zach Merritt.
Yes, 100%.
Tough one.
Do I get Zera or Dacos in this week? Dacos gives an extra 100K.
No, you got to get Zach Merritt. Do a Joe. Get Zach Merritt in this week.
I've had Merritt in all week. If you have ruined him after bringing him in last minute, Blues fan, if I've ruined him, you don't think I will be upset as well? Come on, bro. Come on. I'd be very upset as well. I've just traded Steele to Merritt. Let's go. But we're starting up a new Bitcoin here. This is Merritt coin. We're on Merritt coin at the moment.
Done.
I love it. Kai, I could potentially be going Massimo, Sharp, and Bonner next week to get Walsh and Merritt and Biggie. Ended up with 364k in the bank this week.
Nice. And this week is the perfect time to do it as well because it's only best 18. So it's not like you're playing best 22 or 23, whatever, 22, and then you've actually got him there. You've got that much money waiting in the bank. So yeah, it's fine.
Really? Is it fine though? Is it fine?
It is.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Of course, it's fine.
Guys, we probably have about 5 minutes left, maybe a little bit less, because the game starts in 10 minutes. No, 8 minutes for the game. So get your last questions in because we've got 8 minutes to go.
Yep. Big J, I heard Joe say it's okay to use my face on social, so it is what it is.
That's what we're good. We're good.
I feel like giving you the finger right now, Velo. I don't know what it is, bro. Kevin, you guys convinced me I'm going Merritt as well.
Done. Merritt train.
Merritt stuck to the moon.
If I could afford Merritt, I probably would. Let's be honest. I love Matt Rao, but if I could afford Merritt, I probably would. I just can't afford him. Like, without me having to drastically change what I'm going to change in my trades, I can't do it. So, yeah, no Merritt for me.
Do I use a boost and get Sanders out and Yo in? Well, Big J says yes.
Why not? I would do it.
I say no.
Joe says no. Big J says yes.
So flip a coin. I have the same mid as you. Oh, Blobfish King, bro. You are the king. I agree. If I owned everyone, good Merritt would be my VC. Nicely.
There you go.
Very nice. How many boosts? I've used 4, Aiden. I've used 4 mother flipping boosts. He's used all of them.
It's okay. It's fun. We're happy. We got plans. It's good.
How many boosts to have at this point? One for me, none for him. Got 312k in the bank. Came boost this week with I reckon double upgrade next week, bro.
Yeah.
Liam Dow. Better job security on Garcia or Biggie?
Oh, new one. 100% new one. Yeah, Joe just wants Zach Merritt. His bench is gonna have nobody. Jeremy Sharp's gonna carry the team. Yeah. The big thing is, just going back to what Tommy's saying, you always chase rookies, guys. Always chase the rookies. So if there's rookies available, you downgrade, you get them in. If they're good rookies, at least, because you're not guaranteed to get them ever again. Get the playing players. Primos will always be there. Rookies won't be. So yeah, something to watch out for.
What'd you say, Justin? I missed your comment, bro.
We're ruining
I don't know if we're that big of a channel at this point in order to ruin pod statuses. I'd love to be one day.
He's going to go up 10% ownership after everyone watches this backwards.
Oh, that would be good. That would be funny. Justin, we missed it, bro. Please post it again. What'd you say? We would love to know what you had to say. And much love to you too, man. Can't afford to fade Nate. Yeah, 100%. I think Nakos at his price is just too good. If you faded him, it's because you wanted to get him in after his buy for cheaper. And he's there now. Hard to see 108 break even. Like at 566, he might have just bottomed out at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I mentioned it yesterday in the video that he was basically at bottom price and he's going to jump up after this.
Yeah. No apologies, streamer.
Mate,
I'll come in a suit and tie.
Everyone is going to watch this game and be like, Joe, he got tackled. Everything happened. Zach Merritt lost his shoe, went to the toilet for half an hour. It's all on Joe. Watch out, guys.
I'm going to come in probably with a suit and tie.
Monday is going to be
official press conference.
Yeah. Monday is going to be Joe getting reamed or Joe being like, hey, Zach Merritt, good pick.
I'm going to time it with when Bevo fronts the media for his time to get sacked. I'm going to go simultaneously because we're both getting sacked. To get Merritt next week, I have to sell the farm. Good luck to everyone except Essendon, Shitternet, and Bevo. True. 125. Oh, is it really only that low? I'm glad to see no one likes our content. To press the like button.
That's all right.
That's fine. That's
It
okay.
happens.
No one has to do it.
You're here for the fun, mate.
Correct. Correct.
Yep.
The problem is if you're not liking, we don't know if they're having fun or not. Is the problem?
That's true. Roberts has a lot of money left to make. That's my only problem. And he's a decent on-field score versus a lot of us other players. I think you get in who you can get in with the other players. Wait 2 weeks and you can get Roberts out to Merritt. I think you'll be okay. The thing with Merritt kickoff is that he's going to be around the same price. Roberts will not be around the same price. So you're going to get a bonus. You're going to miss out a little bit of scoring, right? But you're going to get a much better player. And he's going to go up in price.
Yeah, he's going to hover around the 660K mark.
Yeah.
If he goes as big as we anticipate that he'll go, he'll hover around maybe 670K for some time.
And Roberts is going to be close to 400. So the difference in value is pretty negligible.
Negligible, yes.
Yeah.
Negligible. All right, and perfect, right on time, right as we wanted to wrap things up. We got to the last comment. Sorry, Justin, you didn't end up posting again what it was, and apologies for missing your previous comment. Obviously, there are so many comments that we're going through, and once again, it has been another ripper of a stream. Much love to every single one of you for coming on and sharing your Thursday evenings with us. It's always a pleasure, but mate, today was so much fun, laughing about Bevo, jumping on the Zach Merritt stonks. It's been so good, man.
Yeah, it's really fun. Like this year in Supercoach, we obviously make our team reviews and things like that, but the live streams just reacting to the carnage every week. Bevo's good for a laugh. Players come in and out, and Joe wouldn't have got Zach Merritt if he didn't stream today. So there you go. It's pretty exciting there. Correct.
Much love and thanks to all of you. And congratulations, you all got to see me almost have a semi-erection there. When I realized that I could get Zach Merritt in.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If I've ruined him, I'm sorry. Okay. If I'm not in on the stream on Monday, you know why. I'm probably hanging off.
You're not escaping this, Joe. I'm coming to your house. I'm going to stream from your bedroom window. That's Joe. He picked the wrong player.
He's got I'll front up. You guys know me. I front up. Rain, sun, shine, hail, freaking mudslide.
Next week.
Doesn't matter. Let's go. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. Velo, thanks, brother. Much love. Thanks, Shorty, Chris, Blues fan. Stop it. Enough with the make, Jonas. Let's go, Merritt. Let's go, Zachy Ferret. Thank you all so much for joining, guys. We'll see you all on Monday. Have fun with the footy.
Yeah. Remember, team reviews out on Sunday, live stream Monday. Catch you then.